event is on, and you know the information, the most important information about May 6th. So Fred is joining us together with Diana Lotson for that amazing meeting for whole day in Birmingham. But don't forget also one very, very important thing. So we announced this weekend the gala dinner, Moulin Rouge style, and it will be a very outstanding night. So we are preparing exceptional attractions and beautiful entertainment. You can't miss it. You can't miss this gala dinner. This will be an evening that you will remember for all your life. I can bet, because you know our masquerade dinner, it was really something special, and the night of May 6th will be also very, very special night. So don't forget to buy your tickets. Don't forget to buy the tickets for your teammates. There will be some hotel special rates also offered to you. So if you missed any information about that, please reach out to the marketing team in London, to Claudia, and get all the information. So we will be starting the webinar. I think that Fred is ready. Fred, are you there? Are you ready with us?
I'm ready, young lady. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, perfect. I hear you well, and I bet that all our attendees can hear you well. So I will mute myself now, and I will give you the line, Fred. And thank you for being with us tonight.
Thanks, everybody. Okay, are we ready?
We're ready.
Sitting in my partner's office is me, Cameron, Ian, and Riley. And we want to thank you all for sitting on this call today. And we also want to apologize for having to have this call today. We believe the field came to us, and specifically it was the UK that started this, that went all over the world, that our compensation plan could be better if we allowed people to make more money up front. So since we already pay out 50% of the sales goes into our comp plan, we made some adjustments to make sure that people could get more earlier and therefore stay with us. We were seeing that a lot of our competitors, like Jeunesse and TLCs and the Forever Livings, all were paying good bonuses to people when they first sponsored someone. And in ARIIX's comp plan, it didn't pay so well in that one dimension. As it went longer on, it pays better, but up front on the initial order, it did not. So we looked at how we can make some adjustments to get it there. And as a result, we have come up with changes to the team lead bonus. Now the apology. We think we're clear, and we were not clear. We thought it was understood, but it is not understood. We think everyone understands it and gives the same messages, and it's not. Even customer service rep sometimes said one thing and then another. But I believe after today's call, it is still our fault, and we still apologize. But I want to put to bed all of the rumors, anything that anyone said. So you listen to me today. As the CEO, I'm the final say. If Cameron Bott told you something otherwise, forget what he said. If a customer service rep told you, forget what they said. If Anna tells you something or Mihal told you, forget it. Also, after today's call, I want you to forget the past. How it used to be done doesn't matter. Don't say, well, it used to be, because I'll say, yeah, it used to be, but it ain't anymore. And the same is, don't teach new people how it used to be, because they don't know how it used to be. They're only going to know the new way. And as a result, believe me, when I'm done with this call, I will have gotten an A if all of you look at each other and say, if you're together in a room, I wish they would have just told us that. So again, we apologize if we didn't tell you that, right? And yet, when we're done, you're going to see that not only are we the best in the industry, we have just gotten better to be the best, And it will be, trust me, a lot easier to understand, which has been our biggest criticism. Now, how many of you have heard the following rumors? Here we go. If you can change it. First rumor I've heard, no longer are we getting paid in the first 28 days. Okay, if you've heard this or any of the rumors, they're wrong. They're completely wrong. I understand how the rumors came to be, but they're wrong. If you're telling people you don't get paid in the first 28 days, okay, that's just inaccurate. The only people who should be saying you don't get paid in the first 28 days are our competitors, because we now have the highest front-end paying in the industry, and we roll the points. So that is untrue. When tonight's call is done, you'll all go, oh, you do get paid in the first 28 days. But I understand why we thought we didn't. Another one is we used to get paid on preferred customer volume, and we don't anymore. Not true. I had a girl in one of my classes. I was a professor for more years than I care to admit. Almost 20 years here at the University of Utah. I had a little girl sit on front row. It was in statistics. No matter what I said, she's a freshman. She knows nothing about statistics. Just a little cheerleader that waves her pom-poms when the football team was on the field. She says, every time I said something, that's not true. That's not true. Just used to drive me nuts. Now I'm going to be her. Don't get paid on PTs. That's not true. You do get paid on PCs. You've lowered our pay. Okay, that isn't true. When we're done, okay, you got to hear me on this. I don't care if you stay as a member and you are the lowest level. There is no one, when you sponsor someone, who will make less. The issue is how much more will you make? So if you're sitting out there saying, that's not true, guess what? It is true. You only can make more. And when we're done, I'm going to show you how you can make 4 times more than you used to make under the old way. Next, we somehow violated the Bill of Rights. I had that one thrown at me a couple times, so is Ian. This came from the field. It was ratified by all of the partners councils and voted upon by all of the Founders Club members. So due process was held perfectly on this. That's very important to us. In fact, we didn't make this change because we hate making changes. It's an act of Congress. We had one of the leaders there. She had told us it's not whether the change is good or bad. It's that a change of any kind creates confusion. And confusion means people don't work and we get the rumors. So I want you to know we take changes very, very seriously. We try to never do them, but this was a unanimously approved change with everybody who we thought understood it. Next, you've lost your ASAP. No. Auto balancing is gone. No. You're not getting paid on volume anymore. No. All of those are not true in any way, shape, or form. If you sell certain packs and those packs have attached to it an ASAP, that will still continue. Will there be as many ASAP packs? Probably not, but it doesn't have anything to do with the ASAP. Does auto balancing occur? Yes, it still will, with the exception of first-time orders, which we are going to go through. And volume still rolls up the tree, except for the person that did the sponsoring, because we're now going to pay the volume and a team lead together with auto balance volume all in one check to make it much easier to understand. Next. Points no longer roll up on the first order. It does. It rolls up to everyone except the sponsor. And don't worry, you're going to see that the sponsor still gets paid base commissions and team lead bonus combined in an amount greater than they were making before. So, why did we change something that was perfect? Well, guess what? It wasn't perfect. And we're going to walk through the weakness of the compensation plan, notwithstanding I wrote it, so it was brilliant. We're going to walk through exactly how this improvement helps your initial representative make more money up front. Because if we can't get people making money up front quicker, they don't stay long enough if they're trying to make a business out of this. And we're going to show you the circumstances in which people sponsored individuals or brought in preferred customers and didn't make very much money, and they got discouraged and they left. So here we go. There are 3 reasons why there is confusion, aside from this part that we didn't communicate well to you. These 3 reasons stem from 3 things going on at the same time. So I'm going to break each issue down so that everyone is perfectly clear on each of the factors that contributed to this confusion, in addition to the fact that, with all due respect, sometimes, Cameron, I love you, but sometimes the customer service reps got it wrong, or sometimes the circumstances under which the customer service rep answered the question were different but accurate, and we just didn't send the right videos and materials to make it simple. So here they are. Number 1, in our compensation plan, if you sponsor a preferred customer, you may use the preferred customer's volume as if you made the purchase yourself. So many of you don't even know this, but this is one of the unique factors of our compensation plan. You don't have to buy anything. You can let a preferred customer's volume count as if it was your own qualifying order, your own first order, your own purchase to get you at a certain level. Instead of you buying, let the preferred customer buy it in your behalf. If the preferred customer buys it in your behalf, it's as if you place the order, and the compensation plan treats it like you placed the order. If the preferred customer's order is their own order, then it works differently. So sometimes when people would call in, they were going to let that preferred volume from a customer count in proxy of their own purchases. And by the way, that proxy purchase doesn't have to be the qualifying order to activate your business position. It can be your auto ship. Every 4 weeks, you could let a preferred customer's volume count as your own. Okay, the second source of confusion is we changed the team lead bonus. The team lead bonus just used to be a bonus that counted if you had 4 people on auto ship. Every 4 weeks, we gave you about 60 or 80 bucks, plus the base commissions you earned made it almost enough to pay for your product. But frankly, in the UK, it wasn't quite enough because of the exchange rate and the dollar to the pound or to the euro. So as a result, we changed that team lead bonus. And it used to be with team lead bonus and base commissions, it would pay for your auto ship. Now it is base commissions, it is a team lead bonus, but we don't pay it over each cycle. We're going to give it to you all at once up front. Much better. Next, in light of those 2 changes, we did something that was absolutely stupid. This is one of those where you think you did everyone a favor and it ended up creating absolute chaos. Because in the middle of the change, we knew everybody would want to upgrade to become the ultimate level. So we allowed any volume for the reps who wanted the upgrade, we'll call them old reps, to count towards their upgrade, and we paid them team lead bonus. So as a result of that, we have a little problem because now everybody may think, oh, that's how it always works. But actually, that is a promotion that we have going on right now that luckily will end at the end of the month, and half the confusion is going to go away. So what I want to do is walk you through each of these confusions, make sure everybody understands them. Now, the best way for me to do that is to break our people into 2 categories. I'm going to call them old reps and new reps. Now, in the UK and all of Europe and the European Union, we don't have any old reps. They're all young, smoking hot. But for the sake of this definition, I'm going to call the old reps anyone who is been in ARIIX longer than 4 weeks. Here's why 4 weeks is a big deal. Because you have those 4 weeks to become a member, a builder, an elite, or an ultimate level. Normally, people just do this on their first purchase. But in the UK, that's not allowed because of $200 that you can spend on the first order. 9 days later, you can do the upgrade. So we had to make it 28 days. So we will let the total in 28 days count, but let's just call it old people who are now on auto ship, who have already permanently got their level. How does life work for them? And the newbies, everybody who has joined ARIIX or purchased their first time in 4 weeks or less. Those are the two classifications. Got it? Old, you've been with us a while, longer than a month. Young, you're on your first cycle. It's your first order go around. Okay. Here is how the PC volume proxy works. Okay. First, you can purchase the qualifying order yourself. So you can do 200 and you become a member. You can stop right there. And for the rest of your life, you're going to be the member level. Now, I got good news for you. The change only gave you a raise. So you're at the worst situation possible, you took a raise. But you can also, after your 9 days, personally buy enough volume to qualify up to 1,500 points, so 1,300 points more, and you'll become ultimate. So, if you don't have the money and you want your preferred customer volume to count for it, you are now going to be able to, starting next week, they're programmed it already with our new system, but they've got to test it because we don't want bugs. Heaven knows we had bugs when we launched. You can specify the level that you want to attain in your 28 days. If you want to attain the ultimate level and you start at the business level, you will have to make up 1,000 points for the next 28 days to get there. In the UK, you can only start at 200 points, which is the member level. You will have 1,300 points to make up in the 28 days. Now, we don't care if you do it or your preferred customer volume does it. But if you specify in the enrollment, I want to be ultimate, and you started with 200 points, whether you make the purchase or a preferred customer you have sponsored has made the purchase, we are going to assume, because you said you wanted ultimate, that those orders will count towards your status, your level. So it will be treated as if you placed the order. This is important because that means the team lead bonus is going to go to your sponsor. You see, that's why we got confusion. Sometimes a preferred customer's volume was paid to the person who sponsored the preferred customer, and sometimes it was not. We made an assumption everybody would want to go ultimate if they had a chance in their first 28 days. But we're finding out, no, not everybody wanted to. They want their team lead bonus paid immediately. Okay, we will pay the team lead bonus immediately. So you'll be able to lock in, I've got a level and I want it. From then on, your PC volume would earn you the team lead bonus. If you don't specify, or you click the box that's going to say, I want to be ultimate, every purchase you make no longer auto balances, it no longer does anything but qualify you for the ultimate level. But the great news is, your sponsor is going to get the team lead bonus. I'm going to say it one more different way. You buy 200. You want to go to the elite level. You get a preferred customer who spends 800 points with us. You made it to the elite level. You do not receive a team lead bonus on that 800 points. But your sponsor does. Because it's as if you place the order, because the PC volume is in proxy of you. So the company's not keeping the money, regardless of what somebody said. oh, it all goes to you guys. No, it is just protecting the sponsor to make sure they get the team lead bonus that they deserved, given that you have a PC in proxy of your purchase. That's where the mistake came in a lot on the customer service reps. Some people would call in and say, do I get my 30% on a preferred customer? They'd look it up and say, well, yeah, you're ultimate, so yes. Other people would call up who are members and say, why didn't I get my team lead bonus on my preferred customer? And they'd say, you don't, because they were specifically talking up to the person on the phone. So when you're asking you specific or you in general, so I'm now speaking in general. So if you are an old rep, i.e. you've had more than 28 days, your time has passed, your level is locked, you're getting your percentage already on team lead bonus every time, nothing ever missed. The only people you're hearing it from are the newbies who are sponsoring people, wondering why they are or not getting a team lead. So now you all know. PC volume can count as proxy, or it does not. And starting next week, you will have the right to click a button that says, I don't want to go any higher. I want to start earning team lead bonus immediately. And whether you do it at the member level, the business, the elite, or the ultimate, you're getting a pay raise. It's just how much. Which leads us to the second question, right? How much? I want to explain the problem with the old way people earned money. Now, we all know that the ASAP bonus, or the ASAP bonus is tied to a pack. So that's not going to change. If there's an ASAP, you're still going to get it. If there's not, they're going to get it. So let's ignore that. Let's just look at how base commissions worked first. Before, I want to assume you sponsored 4 people in your first 4 weeks. 1 a week. That's it. Here's how you got paid. On week 1, if somebody came in and did 1,000, right? You would have 1,000 on line 1 and nothing on line 2. I want you to think, how much money do you make? And you can see nothing, because yes, there might be an ASAP. Yes, you might sell it at the retail price, but if a new member joins, you've only got 1 line. Can you imagine just selling 1,000 points, I don't know, $1,500 worth of product, and you didn't get anything? And you're having to talk to the rep saying, oh, don't worry, it'll come, it's carryover. The next week, you sponsor a second person. The second person now is your pay line. 1,000 points pays you 15% under the old way. So you've sold $2,000 worth of product and you've made $150, which is 7.5% total. Now our competitors are ripping us. Hey, we all know we're 50%. We know the top end makes a lot of money. You sold $2,000 worth of product and you made $150? Tight. Third week, you sold your third one, all in your goal to get team lead bonus. 1,000 points. By the way, guess what? You got nothing again. Because we paid the 1,000 left. We paid the 1,000 on your 1-1. We paid the 1,000 on 1-2. No carryover. You're sitting with 1,000 points. Once again, no money. Fourth week, the fourth person comes in. You get 1,000 again, another 150 for a grand total of $300 in the first 4 weeks. And now you're going to hope and pray that those people stay on auto ship over the next 13 cycles. And if they do, you will make, what is it in the UK? What's the team lead in the UK, Riley? Yeah. No, not counting base commissions. 104? So it's about $52. 2x membership doubles it, 52, plus what you could earn in base commissions. That's about $140, give or take. Am I close? Mm-hmm. So Riley agrees, I'm close. So that's how the system worked. You see the problem. 4,000 points, $300, and it took 4 weeks to get it, and they'll never do 4 because they got discouraged. Now, with the new team lead, we wanted to combine the base commissions and the team lead bonus, but get it to you faster. So here's how this one works. Same situation. You sponsor somebody who does 1,000 points. Hey, there's nothing else to think about. You're going to get 15%. It's done. Even if you are only a member as an old rep, you are going to get 150 immediately. Second week, 150 immediately. Third week, 150 immediately. Fourth week, 150 immediately. You see the pattern. Total is twice as much as you were getting before. Because we don't even worry if it's on your power line. It doesn't matter if it's on your power line or your pay line. It doesn't matter if they were all placed on one line. Nothing matters. It's cinchy. You make 150 per person, minimum. But I got great news for you. That math is wrong. Because since you sold 1,000 points, your level doesn't even matter unless you're an ultimate. Because the more you sell, the more you get. Since you sold 1,000 points, that is the ultimate level. Ultimate level pays 25% regardless of your level. So the reality is you would have been earning 250 every week for 4 weeks for a total of 1,000 instead of 300. And you get paid every week it occurs. Oh, so much for it doesn't pay as much, the company took more, we're cheating the rep out of getting it. You're still getting your base commission and your team lead bonus, but we're paying it to you all up front. But what happens if you were ultimate? Well, they were only elites, but you're ultimate. Guess what? It ain't no 250, it's 300, because for the rest of your life, regardless of the level, you make 30%. So on this call, I have some people that are only making 15%. I have some people that are only making 20, some people 25, some people 30. It depends. So if you call customer service rep and you say, how much will I make? They'll answer the question based on you personally. Right. Not in general how much could be made. That's the only complicated point, right? So right now, the higher the level you earn, or the more you sell to a new customer or a new member, the more you make. So if you can see on the table that I've given you, a member can earn 30%, they just have to sell ultimates. Or an ultimate always earns 30%. A business level can earn 30%, 25, 20, depending on the level, but they'll never earn 15 because they've locked in at least a minimum of 20. So think of it this way. Your business level locks you into a minimum earning. And you can only make that or more. That's how much simpler the team lead bonus is. I want you to think about something. If I would have asked you, you just sponsored a new person. How much money did you make? You're going to have to ask yourself, well, how many lines? Was it a preferred customer or not? Was it a preferred customer that's auto-balancing on 4 lines or 2 lines? Folks, I'm telling you, I asked all over the world, how much do you make on a new preferred customer that you sponsor? They don't know. Even if they know they have 4 lines, they can't calculate it. Now it's a no-brainer. I know I'm elite. You just sponsored a preferred customer. How much did you make if you just interrupt and say 30%, 30%, 30%? If you're a business level, I already know. I always make at least 20, but I'm going to try to sell more because I can make more. Now, one last key point. This only applies for the first order, for a new person. And remember, new is in the first 28 days. Because after that, it all goes back to normal. There's no difference whatsoever in our compensation plan. It will auto-balance preferred customer volume. If you make orders in excess of the 100 points that you need, it will auto-balance. Everything's the same. It's just the first month, i.e. 28 days, 4 weeks, first 4 weeks. That's the only change. We're paying it all up front. Easy enough? So let's go last then to why we created a royal cluster. When we made the launch, we knew there would be a lot of people pissed off at us because they are only members or they're only business level. And they say, if you would have told me for the rest of my life, I would be making 30%, I would have never settled for business at 20%. So we decided to give you an upgrade opportunity, which, by the way, is still going on from now until March 31st. With this free upgrade, you could sponsor people. And here's the great news. If you sponsored a preferred customer and signed them up, we would let that volume count towards your upgrade. Now remember, in the future, when this ends, all this confusion is going away because it's not going to be allowed. Your preferred customer volume for qualifying you at a level only counts in your first 28 days. That's the only time you can upgrade your level. But because we did the team lead change, we're allowing all of you to upgrade. But instead of forcing you to purchase to do the upgrade, we let your preferred customer volume count in proxy of that upgrade. Now here's the stupid mistake the Americans made. What person wouldn't do the upgrade even if they had preferred customer volume? You're going to give up a small amount in qualifying you for the next level so that for the rest of your life you can get 30%. Then we took it one benefit better. Not only did we let that count in your upgrade opportunity, we also let you earn team lead on it. Folks, you're getting double paid. You're getting the team lead bonus and the upgrade opportunity that going forward does not exist. Going forward, once you become an old rep, you can't upgrade your level. So we never have to worry about whether or not it's going to count for your upgrade because you're ineligible. But because we gave an eligibility period, we let you double dip. So you got your upgrade and you got your team lead. Hence, we have had record sales all over the world because everybody is going, well, crap, I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to go out and get a preferred customer. They're going to buy it, and I can get the team lead bonus, and I'll get my upgrade to ultimate. That's where we were guilty. What we should have done is either not let you double dip, so it's going to be like the future, or had a button that said, I don't want you to upgrade me. But it wasn't necessary during the upgrade period because you got both. So that promotion is ending on March 31st. So for the next, 4 days, 5 days? For the next 4 or 5 days, if you are not ultimate, I would recommend you run out and sell product to end consumers. Get them to join as a preferred customer. And whatever they buy, you will receive a team lead bonus on them. Plus, we'll move you up the ranks to elite, however close you can get from now until March 31st. After that, this whole incentive is gone. You have no chance to upgrade, and the only proxy you can use preferred customer volume for is your auto ship. You can't use it to upgrade a level because you can only get your level, as you all know, in the first 28 days. Go crazy. You're going to make it. Okay. So, next slide for me. I want to walk you through the old change, new change, so we make sure everyone's clear. I feel like if I give a lot of examples, it will be, I hope, perfectly clear. You're sitting in a situation in which you have old volume from carryover of, or from auto ships, don't really care where it comes from, of 500 points. You just got new volume from a new member. That means it's their initial orders in the first 28 days. Generally, it's their first order. I wish I could just say your first order, but your laws are crazy over there, so it has to be the first 28 days. Your first order comes in, new volume at 500 points. You will receive, under the old way, base commissions of 75 points. Next, after the change, you will receive a team lead bonus of 75. Now, I hope you all go, that's wrong. I'm assuming you're a member, but even if you were a member, you're actually going to get it at 20%. Why? Because you sold a business level. It's your level or what you sell. So you got your team lead bonus now of $100. I'm sorry, did someone get cheated? I don't know how anybody got cheated. Any pay. You only went up. Next, you would get one line of 500 points, and since it's a tie, it could be either line, is your carryover. Now, here's the genius of this, folks. You don't lose your carryover under the new change because it's new volume. New volume just pays you your 20%, but your old volume stays put because it's not even being used, because if it's a new volume, it's the team lead bonus plus base commissions, just like before. So that may be more information than you need to know. Here's all you really need to know. Instead of making 75, I make 100. Yes. Oh, this is great. And my team lead volume and my payline volume stayed put on the old volume? Yes. Next, I'm going to give you a more complicated example. If you get this right, this webinar is over. You can hang up and you're saying this. Oh, I wish you would have just told us this to begin with and we wouldn't have had all the confusion. In which case, I apologize. You are an old member. You are sitting with carryover volume or auto ship on your power line of 13,334 points. That same week now, you get auto ship volume of 12,000 points. So you run out and work really hard and sponsor people, or you get preferred customer volume, or you do your own purchase excess. All of this would work. But let's just go with new volume, okay, of 1,500 points. Now let's watch what happened in the week. See if you can get it right. First, you get a team lead bonus, which included your volume, of $450. Now, if you're sitting there going, no, 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 no. What's your level? You don't need to know what your level is. You sold 1,500 points to new volume to someone. That qualifies you always for 30%. So you don't care. Normally, I would have had to tell you what your level is. Okay, I get 450 on my new volume. That's it. Okay. Okay. Next. Oh, that's it. 400. That's it. You're done. Hang up. Have a nice day. You understand team lead bonus. But I want to give you the PhD level of team lead bonus just for those of you who care. I appreciate you got your $400 in team lead bonus. But since you did 13,334 and 13,334 on your other line, If you are not already, you would have made senior officer. So you can see that the old volume and the new volume still counts for everything else. There's no difference. We just pay it to you up front. You would have also received a new income position because you optimized 2 lines if you had not already. You would also receive a new pay line. Why? Because you optimized a pay line if you had not already. So old volume and new volume is the total volume that still counts. Also, you would have earned the income position bonus because you had 13,334 points in total volume on both lines. And I'll give you one more little hint. Now, this is beyond PhD. This is postdoctorate level. We would have taken off 12,000 points on your power line. You would have been paid on the new volume, so that wouldn't be there, but going over the next week would be the difference between 13,334 and 12,000. You would also actually carry over 1,333.4, we round it, 1,334 points in carryover the next week. Trust me, you don't need to know that. That's the most complicated it gets. Here's the bottom line. From now on, after this promotion goes away, whatever you sponsor in preferred customer or new volume, you're going to receive up to 30% depending on your level. And whenever you get the objection, I don't have any money, I can't do this business, now all you have to do is tell them, oh, that's fine, let's go get you some customers. And in your first 28 days, that volume will count as well to get you to the ultimate level. Okay, guys, that's it. I have made it more complicated than it even needs to be. Don't bring up the proxy situation unless you hear the objection, I have no money. Then let's bring up how they can make that volume count themselves. After that, if you are an old rep, you are here longer than 28 days, here's the good news. You don't have to worry about your level anymore. It's set. If you didn't take advantage of the upgrade, your level is set. And no matter what level that is, you just got to upgrade in pay no matter what your level is going forward. And now I'm hoping, once everybody understands this new change, anytime I walk to an event and I walk up to a particular rep and I say, how much do you make every time you sponsor someone? They'll be able to tell me 20%, 30%, 25% without a question. And if you sponsor a preferred customer, how much do you make? You will all know instantly. And if you'll all work your guts out until March 31st, there will only be one answer. I make 30% on everything that I sponsor for all new volume from new reps for the rest of my life. I want to again apologize. It wasn't clear. If it's not clear now, then you're going to have to call customer service because they're going through this training. They've heard it all. They will be able to answer it specifically for you. And going forward, I just want everyone to know you just got a big pay raise if you are a new member, and it is easier for you to get up to ultimate level without asking you to fork out the money. So, with that, I always end with the greatest news to always bring joy to your life when my conversation is done. And that is, I'm here to tell you, I'm done talking. You're done. If you have any questions, please call customer service. I hope it's now going to be clear for everyone. Feel free to message, WhatsApp, Line, me, Riley, Ian, anyone you want if you want to know your particular circumstances. Folks, I know change is difficult. I know it's more difficult when we don't explain it very well. I hope this webinar has made it much easier for you to understand why the confusion occurred, But most importantly, just understand from now on going forward how you make money. Because we have now changed the compensation plan to be the highest paying out bonus up front of any of our competitors, while we still roll the points to everybody above the sponsor. Because the sponsor gets their money right now. Okay, I won't talk any longer because you only have till March 31st to take advantage of double dipping. And then that problem child is going away. We're not going to let you upgrade anymore. Have a nice day, nice night. And I will see you who qualify with Deanna in a Moulin Rouge dinner coming up. I don't know when it is.
May 6th.
May 6th. Until then, everybody have a great night.
Thank you so much, Fred. That was really fast and strong and so clear. So I don't have doubt that everybody now understands all the rules. I know there is Riley with us. Riley, do you want to say a few words to our European reps?
Sure, Anna. I'll be very brief and not quite as animated as Fred. And, you know, we all love Fred. Anybody that doesn't know him knows that when you talk about things like the compensation plan, he gets excited, right? And he may sound like he's mad or angry. He's not. Fred's sitting here smiling the entire time this conversation was going on. It's just his personality. And if you can think as fast as Fred could think, you would have to smile too, because the rest of us are always lagging a little bit behind. So anyway, thanks, Fred. Appreciate that. We did have one question about, there seems to be confusion around auto balancing still, right? And I want to make it clear, auto balancing still happens. It just happens after you've qualified your business level. And the great thing is now you get to select at which level you would like to qualify. We're getting rid of the assumption that you want to be ultimate, because we've had some great feedback from everyone. So now it'll be simple. Once you hit your business level, everything else will auto balance. So hopefully that clears up that piece of confusion. And then the other thing is, you know, what I love about this industry is that we attract so many amazing people. What I don't love at times is that when a company creates a change, what the competition tries to do to make the company that makes the change feel like they've done something to take advantage of you. Remember, we didn't come up with the idea. We didn't want to make the change, but we did it to address an issue, and that's what we're all about. It's why we do what we do. When you look at the Genesses of the world, the TLCs, I won't list all the names, they call them enhancements, and watch out for enhancement, because enhancement means they're going to enhance their pockets. All we did was simply simplify, even though it seems more complicated. I promise you, in a month from now, when you forget the old, it will be much simpler. All we did is simplify to make it easier for the new person to earn money faster. It's that simple, and hopefully that will become the new mantra, and that will be spread over and over to you and your teams, and it will just become the new norm. So anyway, thanks everyone. Also, watch out for a new, I know the upgrade period is ending, but we don't want the momentum to slow. So starting on Saturday, I'm not going to give the details. We're going to be launching a new promotion for all of Europe. It's going to involve some recognition. You're going to get invited to a special training with Fred and Deanna on May the 5th. And most importantly, it's going to involve some money. So you're going to want to pay attention to this one, because I think you're going to like it, and it goes hand in hand with what we've been doing. So to enhance even further the compensation plan. So anyway, thanks everybody. With that, Cam, Ian, do you guys have anything?
No, sir.
Okay,
No,
Anna, I'll turn it back to you, but I think we're done.
Yes, absolutely, Riley. It was really great to hear you guys, and thank you for dedicating this precious hour of your time to us. But I don't have any doubt that from now on in Europe it is all clear. So, you know, guys, from tonight and from tomorrow, I'm ready to reply any additional question. I know you have questions about the qualification to Sicily and some additional questions to the team lead bonus. I'm here as usual, so nothing new. You can message me anytime, and our amazing agents in London, they are waiting for your questions, or they are ready to clarify anything what you want to know about your business position, about your financial situation. So one more time, Fred, Riley, Ian, Cameron, thank you so much. And I wish a great night to everybody tonight. It will be really a good night and really clear night finally. Thank you very much.